James had just gotten back from the work, and Daisy was going off to the work. Her ship was off. "Sir," said James, "who was that green diesel?" "That is Daisy," she said. "She's a new engine, and well, she is staying. There's also been 2 more other new engines, but you shall go off to your shed." The diplomat walked away quickly. "Okay," said James, who was rather confused. "Guess I'll just go off to my shed." He passed by Marion. All of them were sleeping too. "Strange," he thought. "Everyone's asleep. Well, it is midnight almost. Just then he saw 2 engines talking. I'll sneak up on them," thought James. Rosie and Tom were there, then James sniffed out. "Boo," he said. "Ah," screamed Rosie. "Ha," said James. "Gotcha." And then he was off. "James," they shouted. So Tom had just gotten home for the night. "Good night," he said, and went into his house. James was flying along. "Ha," he said. Oh, that was funny. Of the corner of his eye, he saw Skiff, a whaleboat, but he didn't think much of him. "Don't know who that. I think that's Skiff," said James, "but I can't get on those tracks. That's narrow gauge." He came flying down the hill and almost came off the rails. That was close, he thought. He flew through the station. "Those engines better have saved the spot for me," he said. "Or else I'm gonna be mad," said James crossly. He came to the top of Gordon's Hill, and then saw quite a few engines gathered at the sheds. "Who's that orange engine?" he said. James came down the hill and flew in and stopped just at the turntable. When James got to the shed, he was quite mad to see that some engines had taken his spot. He saw that Henry was in his berth and such. "Get out of my berth, Henry," he said. "No," said Henry. "Well, move into the other engine's berth." "Ahem," said Stepney. "I'm Stepney." "Oh my gosh," said James. "Stepney," he said, "it's been so long. The last time I saw you, I thought you were going back to the Blue Blood Branch line." "Yeah, about that," said Stepney. "My railway closed down, so then they sent me back here, and then at the time Sir Topham Hatt was away, so then the replacement engines brought me to the scrapyard, thinking I wasn't a Soto engine, because I don't know why they did that, but they were diesels, and then I was trapped there, and then Oliver came along and saved me." "Wow," said James, "that's incredible. An orange engine, who are you? I've never seen you before." "I'm Billy, and the green engine was Daisy. You probably saw her. She got in an accident yesterday, so she's off to the work." James laughed. "Clumsy." "Be nice," said Edward. "Where am I supposed to go?" "Just go wait here," said Henry. James puffed onto the turntable and was coupling up to Billy. "What are you doing?" said Billy. "I'm taking you out of my berth." "Stop," said Billy. "Stop." But James didn't stop. "Now," he said, "move out of my spot." "That's actually Thomas's spot," said Emily. "Shh," said James. Billy didn't move. "That's it," said James, moving along and banged Billy so hard he went into the shed. "James," he said, "what are you doing?" "This," he said. He shoved Billy out behind the shed and he popped out the other side. James reversed. "Where's Billy?" "I'm back here," shouted Billy. "Help, help." But since there was no tracks behind there, no cranes could reach him. "Now you'll be stuck back there, Billy." Just then Tom Hat came out. Did not look happy. "Hi, sir." "James, what are you doing to Billy?" "Absolutely nothing," he said. Sir Tom Hat was mad. "James, go help Billy." Ropes will be attached to him and you will pull him out from there. Yes, sir, said James. Soon James came and pulled Billy out. Now, since he is a new engine, he is allowed to sleep at the sheds, said the Talking Hat. Good night, and he walked away. Sheesh. Now you have to sleep outside, James, said Edward. Hey, said James. Haha, said Billy. Maybe next time don't be a bully. James was mad. I don't want to sleep here, he said. But just then Stephanie stepped in. James, he said, it's okay. You're right, Stephanie, I'm sorry. It's fine, said Stephanie. Let's all go to sleep. Alright, and all the engines went to sleep. The end.